This is a laser test that was performed by the incomparable Taboo Conspiracy, and we'll let him tell it.
This is Taboo Conspiracy again. This video is primarily for the honest skeptics of the flat earth, but I hope that everyone will enjoy it. Despite how difficult it may be, I simply ask you, as an honest, objective, reasonable person, to set aside your indoctrination and belief in the globe, at least temporarily, and examine the evidence that I'm going to share with you today. I believe the flat earth evidence here is dispositive, and I think you'll find it compelling as well. Flat earth is certainly a very difficult truth to accept because the ramifications are so great. But we do indeed live on a flat and stationary earth. According to the globe model, all bodies of water, including the Great Salt Lake, must have a certain degree of convexity to them.
All right, so let's start there. If you live on a ball, if you live on a globe, water has to curve. 70% of the world we live on supposedly is water. That means the water has to curve just like everything. This is what we're saying. This is why flat earthers do their measurements over water, because this is how you can show there's no curvature.
As Samuel Rowbotham wrote in 1849, if the earth is a globe and is 25,000 English statute miles in circumference, the surface of all standing water must have a certain degree of convexity. Every part must be an arc of a circle. From the summit of any such arc, there will exist a curvature or declination of 8 inches in the first statute mile. In the second mile, the fall will be 32 inches. In the third mile, 72 inches, or 6 feet, as shown in the following diagram.
This is simple geometry. You can figure it out using the Pythagorean theorem, and then you can convert that to trigonometry for the equation of 8 inches per mile squared. When they show you these pictures, supposed images of Earth that they call pictures, it always just shows a perfectly round Earth, perfectly spherical. Okay, if it's spherical, then water has to curve, plain and simple. This isn't hard. Truth is simple, lies are difficult.
I have continued the numbers up to 200 miles. All water must have this convexity if the globe was a reality. Now, this laser test took place on Saturday, January 16th, 2021, at the Great Salt Lake in Utah, between Antelope Island State Park and the Great Salt Lake Marina. I was located here on the northwest corner of Antelope Island. My friend Robert from FE Corps was located here on the south end of the Great Salt Lake near the Great Salt Lake Marina. I have the coordinates listed for both locations. The total distance between the 2 points was 21.03 miles. We both had our cameras and lasers at around 5 feet above the water.
21 miles over water with cameras and lasers 5 feet above the water. They each have a laser and one of the guys has a camera. Right? He's a P900, which is a super zoom camera. That's important.
It's a photograph of how my camera was set up standing in the water. Here's a photo of the laser, and here's a selfie. I also brought my 2 sons to manage the laser and the flashlight. Based on the globe curvature math, from an observation height of 5 feet and a distance of 21.03 miles, the curvature of the Earth should have been hiding 223 feet of the other shore.
Again, if you live on a globe that is 25,000 miles in circumference at the equator, the object or the other shoreline, 21 miles away over water, should be 223 feet below the Earth horizon. If water is bending, then water should be blocking the other shoreline by 223 feet.
123 feet of the other shore. Here's another globe curvature calculator that reaches the same amount. In other words, Robert's laser and camera at 5 feet should have been 218 feet below the horizon if the globe was real. Or you could say, as another example, that Robert would have had to have been standing on something like this 218-foot cross to see my laser 21 miles away or vice versa. That's huge. Do you see the door at the bottom there? But before I get to the laser, I wanted to share some other footage. Of course, I had to film the beautiful sunset.
Again, there's another example of a specular reflection. The sun reflecting from the distance all the way to his feet. Impossible if water's curving.
This is a great spot if you're like me and appreciate these views. I also filmed the Kennecott smelter stack, and you can see all the way to the bottom and to the beach. There is no Earth curvature there. This video is already impossible under the globe. If you are claiming that I'm looking at a mirage, then you need to tell me where the mirage ends and the real line of sight begins. Compare this still from Robert's video that shows the stack from his point of view.
In the wrong direction. You guys saw it with your naked eyes?
Yeah, I saw the blue over there.
That's awesome. Oh, there he is.
All right. So that little blue thing, that's his buddy, 21.3 miles away, shining a laser at night right at him, which they not only were able to see with their naked eye, but he's showing it super zoomed through his P900 camera, which I believe has a zoom capability of 93 times normal vision. Also, notice the reflection on the water.
There he is. I got it. Woo! All right. No, just keep aiming it over there. Try to get closer. Try to move it around in that area because you might get a direct hit. So think about it. You can see the reflection on the water. So did the reflection and the laser hop the curvature? Awesome. Oh, we got it.
Look at this still from the video. You can see that I have a direct line of sight as I'm looking straight at the intense source of the laser. I'm not seeing the laser from an angle. Also, notice the reflection of the laser on the water. As I said in the video, did both the laser and its reflection hop the curvature to present a false flat Earth? Where did the massive Earth bulge run off to? Unfortunately, because I didn't have any communication with Robert, we couldn't really perform any other tests. But here's Robert's video from the southern side. He didn't have a super zoom camera like the P900, but you'll still see my laser coming from the north. Matt from the Utah Flat Earth group was there to help Robert with the filming. Let's watch Robert's video.
Blue, blue.
Okay, we're filming now because we've seen the laser a couple times. Oh, there it is! Yes! Yes, yes! Oh my gosh. Okay.
How do you zoom on this? Can you?
Just
Notice how straight the laser is. Because here's why it's important that they're using lasers, right? Because science, #science, is going to try to tell you that no, they're not actually seeing the image 21 miles away, that it's refracting, and that really it's impossible to see something that far. So the light is bending above the supposed Earth curve, and that's what they're really seeing. Does that laser look like it's bending?
just with your two fingers, just wide.
Okay.
We tried that.
Oh, yeah, we can see it on camera.
Yeah.
There, it's coming from right over there.
Okay, I want you to get my laser to show so that people can see what we see. Is the laser goes out absolutely straight. So just get it right here and see the beam going out there. You can see there's no bending, there's no curving, it's not going down or anything. It's just straight as an arrow.
Yeah, it's a great shot of that.
You can see it reflecting in the water even.
The other thing, to any detractors, this is one of many. I just happen to be highlighting this one experiment here tonight. There's many, there's countless, and they're not just lasers. There's many ways that one can prove a level horizontal world. Many. This is one.
I'm seeing something flash over there, but it's not blue right now.
Nah, I think we might be having a little. There it is.
There's the blue.
Did you get it in the camera?
Got it in the camera.
In order to maintain the globe narrative, some globe propagandists will claim that the laser perfectly bent in an arc to match the Earth's curvature, but the claim is ridiculous. Obviously, I had a direct line of sight to the source of the laser here, and I had a direct line of sight with the base of the smelter stack. Nothing in the atmosphere causes lasers and images of distant objects to perfectly wrap around an imaginary Earth bulge so that the Earth bulge somehow disappears. I strongly recommend these videos from Dr. John D., who has a PhD, where Dr. John D. goes into much more detail regarding the impossibility of the arcing laser claim. Simply stated, this is not a mirage. I certainly had a direct line of sight with Robert's laser when it should have been 218 feet below the horizon. There is no Earth curvature there, and if there's no curvature over the Great Salt Lake, then there's no curvature over any body of water. Therefore, the globe is false. Yes, we were all lied to. Flat Earth is a humbling fact. I understand. I used to be a globe believer too, up until just 5 years ago. But there is freedom in truth.
That is right, good sir. There is freedom in truth. People say that to me. Oh, Z, what does it matter? That's the most tired argument that I get. Oh, what does it matter, Z? What you're saying is, what does truth matter? You're just evidencing a psychological defense mechanism when you say it. You don't want to address me or people like me or this information. You want to poo-poo it. You want to disregard it when so many of us are trying to express something to you. You just keep saying, what does it matter? What does it matter? You're just saying, what does truth matter? And like the gentleman just reminded us, it's truth that will set you free. Truth may be the only thing that can set one free. I may not be able to define exactly what that truth is, but if I can show you a lie that is so huge, a lie that is of such magnitude that it boggles the mind, then maybe you could approach some degree of truth.